Like most of you, I was obsessed with gaining subscribers, getting viral videos, and building the perfect physique, and that obsession was exactly why I was failing. The day I stopped caring about the outcome and focused on this one thing instead, everything changed. And no, I'm not just talking about YouTube. Yo, what's good, boys? Long time no see. So where I've been, honestly, I got way too caught up on the views, the subscribers, the likes, and that resulted in me trying to script my videos. And I know the stuff I was making, it wasn't really me, and that's not who I am. And honestly, also along with that, I was way too worried about girls. I was just focused on the wrong things, and I went on a little bit of bulk, so everything, my mental was not great. I actually started to cut, and I also got a little fresh cut. Let me know. It's shorter. It's been so hot here in North Carolina. But I also started a new meal plan, diet, morning routine. So for the meal plan, I'm having 10 ounces of ground beef a day, 2 cups of white rice. I'll divide that into 2 or 3 meals, and then I'll have one of those pre-workout, or in the morning when I wake up. So I'm working out in the morning right now. I'll have that when I wake up, and then 2 kiwis, 1 mango, 2 bananas, and a spoonful of raw honey. And then I'll have the other meal of ground beef and rice, and then later in the day 5 eggs, and then also the 2 scoops of protein powder. So I've changed up that. Sleep's dialed. Oh, and also, dude, cold showers are literally the method. So it literally wakes you up. And I was like, bro, I'm not doing a cold shower. I was dreading it the first time. But honestly, it's just a mental thing. The first 5 seconds are the worst. It sucks. But it's the same with lifting. And honestly, now that I think about it, the reward is really the journey along the way, because you don't think about, how can I say, any time I've worked hard for something and I've gotten it, I don't really care too much about it. Once I have it, I think about what's next. And I know that's a very bad habit, but I personally feel that a lot of people do the same thing. And that's why you need to focus more on the journey, because you're going to remember those days, putting in the hard work, lifting when other people are partying, and you're just going to appreciate it so much more than the outcome. So me personally, my dream car is a GT3. Do I have a GT3? No. But I'm doing everything I can to get to that. And of course I have to go through school, so it's kind of hard for me to make GT3 money. But I'm trying. So it's going to happen, and I know that deep down I'm going to want something else, because as humans we're just naturally greedy. But until that day comes, I'm going to continue putting in the work and not worrying about the outcome. And I know that I'm trying to help people with my YouTube. And something else that I've seen recently is that your personal accomplishments aren't necessarily remembered more than your impact on someone else. And I think Greg Plitt said this, and it's really resonated with me since. And going back to everything that I've said already, I feel like that's what my purpose is here on earth, is to positively impact people and help them improve their life the way I did. And no, I don't have the best physique, I'm not the biggest, but I do know that I put in that work, and I have made a change that I am proud of. Could I step on stage? Probably not. I mean, maybe if I cut down really low, but I'm staying natural. And yeah, so try to be a good person, help others. Obviously put yourself first in your health, but don't be afraid to reach out to someone that's in need and give them good advice, and just be there for people, because I know what it feels like to not have anyone around you. And yeah, that was probably because I pushed other people away, but just be less hard on other people, not as hard as you are on yourself, because you don't know what other people are going through. And that's something that my dad has told me recently, because I am really hard on myself, and it tends to stretch over to other people when that's really not my place, if we're being honest. And it's really made a big difference. I'm a happier as a person, and I still hold myself to the same standard, but other people, I'm not as focused on them. I'm focused more on myself, and ultimately that's all you have. But honestly, those days, those first couple of years, that first year of training where everything felt like it was going wrong and everyone was against me. Well, not everyone was against me, but I isolated myself to get better. I mean, a lot of you probably know that already from my other videos, but you have to be grateful for those days, and those are my most memorable days because I learned the most about myself. Because if you're always around people and trying to distract yourself, you're never going to know truly who you are. And I'm not gonna lie, I low-key miss those days. I'm just thinking about it. Those Friday nights hitting chess, blasting Deftones, dude, and popping a rain, drinking all that caffeine at night, which was so stupid if I, with all the stuff I know now. My sleep is probably cooked, I'm not gonna lie. And my diet was good, but I was eating just bare chicken and air fried chicken, which probably isn't the best for you because it has additives. And so what I'm coming back to is the bad days are more important than the good days, and you have to be grateful for everything. The ability to wake up, to see the light again another day, because like I said again, we can all die whenever, and it doesn't matter who you are or how old you are, stuff. And the ability to wake up every day and achieve your dreams, or not achieve your dreams, but put in the work to be able to achieve your dreams, is what you should be proud of, and your inputs. And remember that if there's no bad days, there's no good days. And you shouldn't, good days are cool, but at the same time, you're not learning. It's just, oh, I won. And you don't really think about it. But if you lose, you're thinking about it more. And you're asking yourself what I could have done better. Should I have done this? Should I have done that? And ultimately, you learn so much more. And I'm going to try and keep my videos more authentic and more me this time around. And because I know that's what everyone deserves. Because who needs another scripted video? I'm not gonna lie, I was using my mom's AI. It was like some special AI, but still. Thank you.